Hey, what's up, Niner Empire? What's up? Let's talk Niners. Duncan here. First and foremost, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment in the box below, and hit that bell for more notifications. So with that being said, let's talk Niners. So I made a previous video about my free agents and my first two draft picks. And just simply put, my free agents that I want to bring in from this point on is Malcolm Butler to sit on the opposite side of Richard Sherman. I want to bring in Sammy Watkins, who I believe is explosive and can really turn Kyle's offense to the next level. I want to bring in two guards, veterans, who can play multiple positions. One is John Sullivan from the Rams, a division rival, which will hurt them. The other is Justin Pugh from the Giants, both of which I believe are going to be relatively inexpensive, and both of which can play in multiple positions. Sullivan can play guard and center, and Pugh can play guard and tackle. So to me, my offensive line has Staley, Sullivan, Kilgore, Pugh, and maybe Gillian or Brown, depending upon which one wins out in preseason. Now, with the offensive line set, the Rams' offensive line hurting, I went out and got Sammy Watkins. The reason I got Watkins was because, again, when he came to the Rams got better. Their offense got more explosive. So, by bringing him in, we're once again hurting the Rams. Now, the Rams can't compete with us when it comes to salary. We could pay Sammy more money than the Rams can at this point. And the key here is hurting the Rams. Okay, so we bring in Sammy Watkins and we put him with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle's known for taking receivers and putting them to the next level. Now you're talking about a stacked offensive line. You're talking about Jimmy G, who's throwing to Watkins, Goodwin, and Garcon, with Trent Taylor as the number 4. Now, Taylor as the number 4 is insane. Kyle Shanahan does use 4 wide receivers occasionally, and that's a stacked receiver set. Now, this leads me to defense. Why do I want Malcolm Butler? Well, because Malcolm Butler can sit opposite side of Sherman. They both know the defense we're running, which is designed to shut down the run. And I'll get into that, why that's important, here in a few. But if you're going to shut down the run, you're going to need corners that can man up and shut down the edges, which also allows depth with Witherspoon coming on and K1 at the nickel. Now, with depth, with solid corner play, with decent offense, it's going to put up numbers. Teams are going to be hard to throw on us. They're going to be even harder to run on us. Okay, this is where I'm going to try to bring Reed back, but I don't know if we necessarily need him. But this is where I'm drafting Tremaine Edmonds right off the edge. He's coming in. He's going to sit next to Foster. There's your future linebacker core. And they're going to attack and attack and attack. Don't forget you got Malcolm Smith coming back off of injury, who also knows this defense very well. You see, so San Francisco's starting to put guys in place that are very familiar with this defense. And that's a scary thought. So let's get into some of the teams that we're playing. Okay. Oh, before we do, my second draft pick was Royce Freeman, the running back from Oregon. And the reason being is because he's he may not be the most famous running back available at the time, but here's a guy that is accustomed to playing with a dual running back set. He's accustomed to running past and through defenses. He's also capable of taking screen passes and passes in the flat and turning them into big gains. This is something he thrived at in Oregon. Plus, his blocking is pretty damn good too. So I think as a second round draft pick, for the price that we'd be paying him as a running back, he could come in and him, Breida, and Joe Williams could be outstanding. Add in Juszczyk, and suddenly that running back core is pretty amazing. That offense is pretty stacked. Our defense, designed to stop the run, but very capable of shutting down passes. So think about the teams that we're playing next year now. You're talking about the NFC South. You're talking the Falcons, Julio Jones. You're talking, a dual running back threat of their own. So our ability to stop that run is going to be crucial. Our ability to get to Matt Ryan is going to be crucial. And our ability to shut Julio Jones down is going to be crucial. You're playing the Saints. We all know Drew Brees loves to throw the ball. When you're playing Brees, you're going to need multiple corners. Especially if you're going to step back and try to man up with Drew Brees. You better bring pressure. You better have decent linebackers. But your corners better be on top of their game, which is another reason why I want Malcolm Butler and Richard Sherman on the edges. That's a solid core. Then you got the Buccaneers, who I believe we will dominate. You got the Panthers. Now there's a team right there that gives you reason enough to want to stack the corners and want to bring the heat. I think we'll beat the Panthers in a close game, but I think we'll pound them out and beat them. I think we can beat the Saints. I think the Falcons is another team we can beat. I honestly don't see us losing to anybody in the NFC South. Now you go to the AFC West. I think we're going to be playing the Broncos, who without Talib and without a real quarterback, I don't think they're going to be that tough of a team to beat for us. Then you got the Chargers, who I think is a good team, young, decent team, but I don't think they have the ability to beat us either. I just think that we're more dominating in all the spots. If they do win, it'll probably be some bad call or just we don't show up to play. Now, you got the Chiefs, which traded Alex Smith. So basically they're going to be pulling out a second-year rookie who's seen very limited snaps. They traded away some of their best weapons. They traded, that's a team that's on a rebuild. I don't see them keeping up with us either. So, when it comes down to it, the only team that I'm really thinking is going to give us a problem in the AFC West is the Raiders. And they're a solid team, and Gruden's going to take that team to the next level. So, that's a game that we better show up to play, or we could very well lose that game. I'm hoping we win because I'm a Niner fan, but from my opinion, I think we're looking at a really good game right there. Then you're looking at our own division. Seattle's not beating us. We're dominating Seattle this year. Arizona's not beating us. We're dominating Arizona this year. At most, the Rams win one against us. By my count, I very well believe that if they were to go out and sign Malcolm Butler with Sherman, if they were to go out and sign Watkins, Solomon, Pugh, draft Tremaine Edmonds, and Royce Freeman, I believe you're looking at 1 or 2 losses max. I believe that you're looking at a team that's going to compete with the Eagles for the NFC Championship. A team that's very well capable of winning a Super Bowl. So we can build to make the playoffs. We can build to win a division title. Or we can build to win a Super Bowl this year. We have the money. We have the means. There's no reason why we shouldn't. So, with that being said, bring in those guys and watch the Niners win. I broke it down basically how it is all going down. I'd love to know what you guys think. I see the 49ers as a team to beat in the NFC. I think the Eagles and the Niners are the two best teams. If Cousins goes to the Vikings, there's another one. So you're talking Eagles, Vikings, Niners, and I'm going to say probably Carolina, maybe, coming out of the South, is your division winners, which is going to make for amazing playoffs, especially when Rams are coming in as as a fifth seed, and maybe the Saints or someone else coming in as a sixth. Now you're talking about an amazing playoff series coming out of the West, coming out of the NFC. That's my thoughts. I'm going to lay that down as a prediction. San Francisco, Philadelphia, NFC Championship. And I think San Francisco edges them out. And that's my thought. I'd love to hear yours. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And go Niners. Peace. Duncan out.